Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Adi and this is week 4 of the Malamar games. If you are new to this series, you should definitely check out the first 3 games that we played, but to give you a short rundown of what this is, every week we are playing against another incredible content creator in a different zany VGC format. So first, week 1 we played against Kevin from Poke Sports Pod without using any of the top 100 Pokemon in usage. Week 2, we played a weird spelling challenge against Sierra, and week 3, we built our opponent's team for them, and I played against Marcus Strider. So 3 really incredible opponents, and we came out with 3 wins. So we are 3-0, and I'm looking forward to trying to keep that up. This week's challenge is called Slow Bros, and if you are unfamiliar with that, it is, which you should be because I don't think we've actually done this one before. This challenge is you don't get to use any Pokemon that are above a base 60 speed stat. So what you are looking at is a Showdown Search. If you haven't used Showdown Search, by the way, the command is up here. It's a /DS, which is deck search. And it gives you this incredible way of searching through this database of Pokemon to find whatever you want. So here I'm looking for Pokemon that are equal to or less than 60 speed, that are not Little Cup or NFE. And you can see there's a decent list. Notably, this is a Series 1 rule set, so we can't use something like a Brute Bonnet or something like a Iron Hands, whatever that is. And we also can't use Tinglu, which you can't see because my face is covering it up. But so those are the 3 Pokemon that we cannot use on this list, but otherwise it's kind of fair game. And you can see there are a lot of powerful threats on here. And so to give you a quick rundown, Amoonguss is one of the best Pokemon in VGC, period. And so obviously that is going to be at the forefront of everyone's mind. I think Colossal is really good because in a format where everything is slow, you get to go really, really fast, and you also don't have to invest in speed to outspeed things. I think that Grimmsnarl is obviously one of the best supporters. Garganacl is very, very powerful. I think that, let's see, what else are we looking for? Ditto is like low-key pretty good. We got Kingambit is one of the best Pokemon in VGC as well. We got Rabsca as a Rival Blessing Mon. Sableye as one of the more annoying support Pokemon if you don't feel like using the Grimmsnarl. Sylveon is one of the most powerful special attackers along with Torkoal. And then Ursaring is also low-key very, very powerful. There's a few other Pokemon that are pretty notable, like Abomasnow, for example. But I think what's especially wonky is that speed tiers get very, very crazy because everything is slow. And so you're allowed to just run max speed on basically anything and have it outspeed a decent chunk of the format if your opponent doesn't realize that they're supposed to invest in speed. Whereas something like Tricker, which is what you'd normally go for if you were running a slower team, doesn't really make sense when everyone is running slower Pokemon. And so as a result, what I'm running this week is I'm running this team. And so this is going to be a Colossal team that also has a Perish mode. So notably, I did not show Gothorita because it is not fully evolved Pokemon, but I think it is quite strong, all things considered. This is partially because I didn't know how to beat Garganacl effectively. That Pokemon is really, really good in this format. And so Perish does kind of just beat it very effectively. You kind of get to ignore it. And so to run through the team, the Azu is Sap Sipper because Amoonguss is public enemy number 1. I just think that you need so many different ways to beat Amoonguss. Colossal obviously inherently scares it, just because if you lead Amoonguss into Colossal, you are probably losing your Amoonguss, or you have to Terra. And you also have to click Rage Powder and not Spore to redirect an Aqua Jet. Not that he even knows that I'm not running Surf, but or Safety Goggles, but I reasonably could be. I am running Covert Cloak on it because I think that Fake Out is like reasonably common. If you look at these Pokemon, there are a number of fairly good Fake Out Pokemon. You see Hariyama here, you see Grimmsnarl here, Sableye learns Fake Out. Like there's a bunch of Pokemon that can fake you out. And so having Covert Cloak is going to be pretty surprising. It probably has the potential to steal a game. I think that, and then the moveset itself is pretty straightforward. Aqua Jet to proc the Colossal, and then Perish Song and Protect obviously have to go together. That pair with the Gothorita. And then Sing is just a move that you can click on the downturn of Perish Song. That potentially means that you don't need to like rely on a double Protect, for example. And so that is obviously really solid as well. Oh, also notably about Perish Trap, there are not a ton of ghost types on here. There's like Spiritomb, Sableye, like you might have to Terra Ghost to get out of it. That's part of why I thought Ursaring was pretty viable. But yeah, there's just not a ton of Pokemon. There's not like Fluttermane that's just going to inherently be able to switch out of your moves, of your Perish Trap rather. So yeah, so that's something that's pretty cool. Obviously, I don't want to do any damage with this Pokemon because I don't want to hit my own Colossal particularly hard. So it's just all bulk, a little bit of speed creep in case my opponent is also on some sort of Azumarill strat. The Colossal is pretty standard. Do you not get power? It gets Power Gem now. In Gen 7, it did not get Power. Gen 7, Gen 8. Are we in Gen 9 right now? Anyways, last generation, it did not get Power Gem, and so it had to run Meteor Beam, and it really couldn't click a Rock move outside of its Dynamax form. Now it does get to click a Rock move outside of its Dynamax form in Power Gem, which I think is pretty cool. I did not know that until I was looking at this format. And so we are running a little bit of speed creep in case my opponent is also running Colossal, but other than that, like, there's really no reason to run speed on this thing. It outspeeds the entire format with 0 speed, and which means I get to just go max special attack and throw the rest in bulk. And then you have the 2 stab moves, and you have Earth Power, which is also obviously really strong. Just incredible coverage, just going to do so much damage, and we're going to outpace the entire format. Then we have Gothorita, so this is the Perish Trap mode with Azumarill Gothorita. You just get to click Perish Song, Fake Out, protect, switch and do something with Gothorita, and then protect. You get to essentially switch to Amoonguss, Heal Pulse, Pollen Puff. You have so much healing on this team that's really powerful. Obviously, you get to trap things. You get to trap like Amoonguss and taunt it. Again, I really respect Amoonguss on this team. And then yeah, it just doesn't do any damage. Obviously, it doesn't have an attacking move outside of Fake Out. It just kind of lives forever. So yeah, the Terra types, I guess Terra Steel on Azu is just because it's a good defensive type. Same with Terra Fairy on Gothorita, and then Colossal, of course, is Fire for extra damage. Grimmsnarl is also Fire to resist Steel, to resist Grass. It has Goggles, so it can again avoid Amoonguss, because I just hate Amoonguss. Fake Out, because again, triple Fake Out with Perish, just absolutely crazy. They just don't get to do anything. And then you have Parting Shot, of course, because it's the best move. You don't have screens. I don't think we really need screens. The idea is that you can also lead something like Azu Grim and click Parting Shot, Perish Song, and then go into Gothorita, and again, just click Fake Out. So that's also, I think, just a really powerful mode. And the Spirit Break as the one attacking move. We do have some attack EVs because there is an offensive mode to this team, right? You can go Colossal, Grimmsnarl, Hariyama, and do damage, or some combination of thereof. And then speed creep again, because I don't know how much speed people are going to be investing. I do think that like there is a world where you just run max speed on all your Pokemon and just go faster than your opponent. There's like 2 Tailwind Tethers. There's Dunsparce and there's Tropius, and you could reasonably go for like a Tailwind mode to outspeed everything. Colossal does just outspeed everything anyways, so it's not even like that's just the best way to go fast in my opinion. So Grimmsnarl, pretty standard here. Goggles again because of Amoonguss. Then we have our own Amoonguss because it's the best Pokemon in the format, with a very standard VGC set. I did not put any thought into this whatsoever. Obviously Citrus Berry, obviously Terra Water, because like Torkoal could be a thing. And then last but not least, Hariyama as like just because I really hate Amoonguss, I wanted a Flame Orb Pokemon, or another piece of counterplay. There is no like Goldengo that you can switch in safely. There's Garganacl, I guess, but like I like damage. I figured the team needs an offensive mode, and so here the Hariyama has Flame Orb, which makes it burnt, gives it guts boost, and of course makes it immune to Spore. And then also you can just like click your big damage moves once you get your Flame Orb, and you also have Fake Out, which means you can just click triple Fake Out if you really want to. Helps you clean up the last 2 Pokemon if your Perish mode does go a little south. And then we are running max speed because Kingambit is a problem potentially. Kingambit obviously does a lot into Gothorita, and it does okay into Colossal, especially if it Terras. But yeah, just a Pokemon that is a problem. And so you want to go max speed, you want to outspeed all the threats. You are actually reasonably fast in this format. And then you click your headlong rushes and close combats. And then notably like your Terra Steel, because Sylveon is a Pokemon that is really good, and I want to avoid losing to Sylveon. Also like Grimmsnarl, they can Spirit Break you. So I don't think you need a ton of attack investment for a Pokemon like this because it's getting so many boosts. So the team, pretty straightforward. Ideally, we are leading Azu Colossal, hard switching Colossal to Gothorita, and clicking Fake Out Perish, and just like completely catching them off guard that way. And then game 2, we can maybe do a Colossal mode. That's the goal. I'm playing in a couple hours, so looking forward to it. And yeah, I'll see you in the game. All right, we are back. I forgot to say who we were playing against. We're playing against Mocha or Rowan. He is another really good VGC player. He got day 2 at Charlotte Regionals last weekend, so I know he's quality. His last video was a team report of his team that got day 2 at Charlotte, and his team, I have his Terra types. It is Grass Kingambit, Water Amoonguss, Normal Arboliva, Fire Torkoal, Ghost Garganacl, and Fire Grimmsnarl. So maybe a little hard for this Colossal mode to work. Let's identify his Colossal counterplay. He's probably going to have Grimmsnarl is pretty good. Amoonguss is not great. He doesn't want to set up Torkoal for me. So I think I'm just going to do the Colossal mode. and force him to maybe Terra out of it, like Terra Grass his Amoonguss potential, Terra Water his Amoonguss potentially. I don't want to lead my Perish mode because if he has Grimmsnarl, he can Parting Shot out, and that gets a little annoying. But just kind of clicking damage moves is always good. The Hariyama is going to be really good here, and then I think I have my own Amoonguss no matter what because Amoonguss is kind of cracked. Or maybe I go like Grimmsnarl, Hariyama, and kind of force out his. I like forcing out the Terra. I like forcing out the Terra a lot. So the question is, do I bring my Grimmsnarl? And I think the answer is yes, because fast Parting Shots are really good, but I also might need more counterplay to Garganackle, or I just have to conserve my Azu really effectively. Amoonguss might also be pretty good. Actually, yeah, let's go with Amoonguss. I think I can probably, if he's forced to Terra Water his Amoonguss, I can Spore his Amoonguss, which is really good. And then I can also try to get him with Pollen Puffs, right? So if he's playing this very passive game with Garganackle, I can Rage Powder away his Redirect, his Assault Cures, which is damage dealing move. Pollen Puff my Mons back up to full health. Make sure that I get up set up for this Perish endgame. And we do see Torkoal Amoonguss here, so now I'm starting to regret not bringing my whatchamacallit, my Gothitelle, because this was actually really free for Gothitelle, but that's okay. I don't think he's going to let me Aqua Jet, but I think I might still be supposed to Aqua Jet, just to guarantee that I get this off. He could ground move. Do I have a better Terra in this team? I don't think so, so I'm probably just going to go for it here. And then I am going to Terra, and I'm going to, let's go for a Power Gem here. Or we can just go for Heat Wave. Heat Wave's pretty good. Let's go for Heat Wave. Yeah, so here's his Terra. His Terra is faster than mine, which is also notable. It is the Amoonguss, so the Amoonguss is actually faster than the Colossal, which is a little awkward. He knows that now, which is going to definitely play into his game plan. But like, he still has to Rage Powder, or else he lets me get set up, and I don't think his Torkoal is actually killing me, which is kind of nice. The Aqua Jet's going to do very little damage, and maybe I should have sung. I could like Protect Sing. Actually, in hindsight, Protect Sing was a very, very safe play that I could have gone for. Because his I'm Sap Sipper on Azu, he doesn't know that. I could have just kind of gotten away with that really easily. Just gotten a free turn, 55% chance to win the game. But there is the Rage Powder, so we are getting this Aqua Jet off into it. It's not going to do a ton, but like, I don't think he's in KO, and he's going to proc my weakness policy at the very least, which is kind of nice. See how fast this Torkoal is. It is actually faster than my Colossal, so he just has some speed investment, but that means he procs my weakness policy. Spadef boost, a little unfortunate, but it means he is going to be forced to click Rage Powder again. And this turn I get to protect Spore, potentially. Not Spore, Sing. Basically Spore, you know, same deal. So this is going to do big damage in the sun, even though he is Terra Water, even though both his Pokemon resist it. That is big damage. All right, here we go. We are playing Pokemon. All right, so I'm going to Sing and I'm going to Protect. I think that turn is pretty easy. The Spadef drop means that I don't get to click an attack and make slower is a little annoying, but I am Sap Sipper, so he can't actually Spore my Azu, so this is a really, really safe play that I should have gone for last turn, which would give me multiple outs, but yeah, and it's good to know that I actually have enough bulk to live and Earth Power if I don't Aqua Jet, because I lived over 50. So even if I don't Terra, I would have lived that attack, which is kind of nice to know. But yeah, that was big damage there. He might switch out the Azu, but then I get to... No, he's actually switching out the Torkoal, which is kind of interesting. So I guess he knows that I'm faster, but like, maybe he has Wide Guard. That might also be a case. But here's a Protect from Colossal, which means he did not protect Azu, right? Because he's a Amoonguss. He probably Rage Powdered again. No, he just Spored. There's a Sap Sipper, so he didn't know about that, but that's kind of fun. And I hit the Sing. Let's go. Okay, that's huge. Because now he's out of commission for a turn. He's already used his Terra. The Garganackle is, of course, is locked into its typing, and I can not only that, but I can also Aqua Jet in the sun to guarantee that I get my my attack off. So I guess the question is, do I want to play around a potential Protect from the Garganackle? I think he probably protects it, but I think do I care? That's the question. Actually, there's no reason for me to Aqua Jet here because I actually already outspeed. So maybe I switch out. I think I switch out here. I'm gonna switch in my Hariyama. Actually, I'm gonna switch in my Amoonguss here. And then I'm just gonna click. You think he's gonna Wide Guard? I think I'm just gonna power gem this room. I think that I'm gonna to perish this Garganackle and ignore it until then. So that's kind of my goal here. So Omega stays asleep. I could have Earth Powered and just KO'd it, and that would have been really good. There's a Sulk here, so no big deal. It's going to do a little bit of damage. Maybe I should have hit the Garganackle, but I do have Spore Pressure now. And I do still have my Real Sweeper in the back, which is my Hariyama, which is actually faster than basically his entire team. So that's good. I think his sleep turns, his sun turns are almost over. I think. Oh, and he's just very, very low, right? So I could protect, switch out Colossal into Azu, but then I'm risking the Azu, which I don't really want to do. His Torkoal is probably faster than my Amoonguss too, because my Amoonguss does not have a ton of speed investment either. But yeah, so there's the Torkoal. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to protect here, and I can either sack the Cole or I can switch into Azu and just take an attack. But I think I'd rather sack Colossal here. Maybe just go for a Power Gem here, get some damage off, I guess. And then I have Aqua Jet Pressure on it next turn. Okay, so that's the Earth Power, so you can go for like a Fire move, for example, which that's fine. And then Sulk here, yep, goes into Protect, so I am going to Rage Powder. I don't have to Rage Powder. I'm Covert Cloak. It doesn't affect me. That's so funny. Holy crap. Okay. Okay, we're going Azu. The Covert Cloak means I am immune to, whatchamacallit. So that's really good, since I can just Aqua Jet here. He doesn't actually have damage output, and if he switches out, I can Spore. If he doesn't switch out, then that's fine. I can, if he has Protect, right? And if he gets down to 2 Pokemon, then I do just get to Rage Powder, Perish Song, and win the game. So I should be okay. There's the Aqua Jet, so the Spore is going to get redirected. I am revealing my Covert Cloak here, which is a little less than ideal, but like, so what? There's a Sulk here, actually into the Amoonguss, so I don't have to reveal my Covert Cloak, which is really, really nice. Because now, as long as I get my Perish Song off, it's fine. We do see he is Purifying Salt and not the other ability on this dude, which I forget what it is, actually, but yeah, now we just get to Perish and win. I can go Protect, switch to Hari, Fake Out. I'm gonna do that, actually, now that I say it, because I don't want him to get to he can't grass move me. He cannot grass move me. That's how that works. Yep. So I'm gonna still switch out. I don't see a reason not to. This guy's bulky enough that he can't actually KO me, and then I'm gonna click Perish Song because I am Sap Sipper. Yeah, I maybe should have like tried to avoid revealing the Covert Cloak, but whatever. So notably, Arboliva is in fact slower than my Azu, which is also good to know. There's the Hyper Voice coming out, so that's going to do decent chip damage, and then I think the Sulk here is probably going to go out to Azu, and we do see a Throat Spray coming out, so it's going to be boosting special attack. Again, a little annoyed that I have to reveal that I am what my item is, but that's just Pokemon, I guess. And I think the game's pretty much locked up from here, so he's just kind of playing for information at this point. Which he does have, because he knows that I'm not. He knows I'm Covert Cloak, at the very least. So we are going to Fake Out this Arboliva, get that terrain up. We're going to Sing the Arboliva as well, because why not? Then we can double Protect, and the game is locked up. And as long as the Garganackle can't kill the Hariyama, then it should be fine. Which I mean, Flame Orb plus Sulk here is going to chip away at it, but I get Duke Crossy Train Recovery now, so I do actually get to live a little longer. Okay, 1 for 2 on Sing, not the worst at all. And yeah, so here's a Sulk here coming out. This one is going to affect me. And then I think I want to switch out the Azu, just in case he doesn't notice that Sulk here is happening. It would be nice to like kind of preserve that information. On the other hand, I don't think he has citrus info either, so maybe keeping that hidden is also worthwhile. So I'm just going to double Protect here. Yeah, I'm curious if he's noticed that I actually have my my Covert Cloak on Azu. I think he probably has. I think he's a good enough player that he's probably so I say that, but like when I played against Kevin in week 1, he did not notice that I was Covert Cloak like Gastrodon, I think, the entire time. And so I was just like, he's just snarling me, and I wasn't taking any. I wasn't special attack dropping at all. And it was just the funniest way to win, because he just did not realize that I was not doing less damage, and he kept clicking snarl. And to be fair, it is hard to notice, especially when one Pokemon is taking snarl. I think Salt Cure is a little more noticeable in that respect. So, like, especially when the Hariyama takes Salt Cure chip and the Azu does not, that's very notable. Also, Azu takes double damage from Salt Cure, so that is a lot of recoil that is just being avoided here. So, you know. I think items are pretty much revealed. I don't want to reveal my my Amoonguss' items, so I'm just going to keep it in back and just sack it. There's no reason not to. I can also protect it next turn, but just not revealing the Citrus Berry seems like the best course of action right now. Are y'all excited for the GCs now, the global competitions that can be best of 1 closed team sheet? So I guess revealing information is not a big deal there either, because you are playing a best of 1. But it is. I'm kind of excited to play in a closed team sheet tournament again. It does kind of bring out the best of team building, in my opinion. But yeah, there's the forfeit from Rowan, and so we get game 1. All right, so far so good. We actually, I don't think, dropped a game in this competition yet. Not just a set, but a game. So let's see if we can keep that up. All right, let's run it back. What's the game plan this time? So I think that he's probably not gonna bring Garg this time. I brought a lot of Garg counterplay. I think I like the idea, but also, like, I kind of want to bring Gothorita. I felt like it was in a pretty solid position, all things considered, to take advantage of his Pokemon. And I could do something like lead Goth, Grim, Hariyama, Azu, but I did like the idea of bringing Amoonguss. Amoonguss really forces the what was I saying? Amoonguss punishes him for for terra-ing the Amoonguss, for his Amoonguss. That's what I was going for. And that's something that I think I can force out with the Hariyama and with the Colossal. So if I don't bring Colossal, that becomes a lot easier for him to avoid. Notably, he didn't click Wide Guard at any point, but maybe wasn't supposed to. He didn't click Protect either with Garganacl. I think we only ever saw Salt Cure. So I think there's maybe a world where I lead Azu Goth and maybe not. Grim Goth is also scary. Or Grim Azu. Let's do Grim Azu. Let's threaten the Perish mode if I have it, and if not, we're gonna try to sweep with Hariyama. That's what we're gonna do. I have Fake Out. I have so I can fake out a potential Amoonguss. We're gonna see how this goes. I think that Parting Shot is really good. I think he might bring his own Grimmsnarl this game, which is going to, of course, mess up my ability to perish him, because he's going to be able to Parting Shots, and he can even side Parting Shot if he really needs to. But instead, he brings 2 Pokemon that don't do great. Don't do great into Perish. So I'm going to I'm just gonna sing it. He doesn't know that I have Goggles on Grim, which is kind of nice. So if I get to get this Grim to go to sleep, this Kingambit to go to sleep, that's really good. Kingambit is Terra Grass, which doesn't impact my game plan at all, other than the fact that I can now Parting Shot it, which is kind of funny. I shouldn't Parting Shot it, but I can if I really want to. But I don't have a strong water move on it, so it's fine. He doesn't know that I'm Goggles. There's a Clear Smog, so that's for a weakness policy, I guess. That's cute. That's cute. If I hit the Sing, I'm in a really good spot, though. Damn. Okay. No big deal. I would suspect an Iron Head coming out here. What I can do is I can Perish Song, he KOs the Grimmsnarl. Then I get to Fake Out and Sing. No, I don't get to Fake Out and Sing. I have to Taunt and Sing, which is not great. We're still going to Perish Song here. And then I think we're going to... We could Sing Protect. That's also not the worst play. The Azu probably takes an attack. So I'm going to Sing Protect. Okay, that's that. Okay, that's fine. It's just Spore, it's into the Grimmsnarl. So maybe he does that again next turn. What I can do to avoid a... Well, I don't have to avoid a Spore. And what I can do to get my Gothitelle in, or Gothorita in, is I can switch to Gothorita and Parting Shot back into Azu, and then I can click Fake Out, Perish, Protect, Fake Out, Perish, Protect, Switch. Do I have another Fake Out one? I do. I have Hariyama. That does potentially get awkward. The other line is I have to Sing again. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for that line. I don't think he's going to Dark Move me. We'll get this Parting Shot off into the Amoonguss. If he's going for Spore, he's going for Spore. That's fine. Ideally, he's going for Spore into the Grimmsnarl, because then I just get to go to Sap Sipper and I'm in a great spot. And then I get to Fake Out Trick Room, Fake Out Perish. And by Fake Out Perish, I mean Protect Perish. There's a Spore, yeah, into the Azu, and this is gonna be a Iron Head, yeah. So I think I live this. I do live it pretty comfortably. I do have Fake Out pressure now. I also have Taunt pressure now. But if I taunt, then obviously I do get into an awkward spot. I can Protect and Perish. That also ends up being awkward. If I Fake Out, I get put to sleep. How do I win? Alright, we are going to go for Fake Out. I'm going to go for Protect and Perish Song, which I hope I got locked in. Nope, did not. Okay, unfortunate. Well, that's tough. There's a Spore into the Gothorita, and then I think it's probably like an Iron Kowtow into the Gothorita as well. Iron Head into Azu. Man, okay, I could have got that pretty easily then if I taunted. Yeah, the timeout was unfortunate, but we're gonna get a taunt off here, and then I think we're going to get a Sing off here. One of these mons is going down, but that's okay. Would really like it into the there's a Rage Powder, that's fine. So taunt and Sing both potentially going into here. One of these connecting would be really nice. There's the Iron Head into Gothorita, that's no big deal because I have a Hariyama that's going to sweep the game if I hit the Sing. All right, there we go. 1 for 2. That's all I needed. Here comes the Hariyama. I don't think I KO without my without a boost, so I'm going to go into Grimmsnarl. I'm going to try to keep Azu alive for a potential Perish endgame. I don't know if I'm ever going to KO the Amoonguss otherwise. And then I'm trusting that I'm faster with my Hariyama because I just believe. I believe. Are you a believer? Because I'm a believer. There's a Protect, that's really good because it means that he can't Protect next turn. I get to Fake Out the Amoonguss next turn to guarantee that I get my attack off. And now that I have my Flame Orb, I should be in an okay spot to start, picking up KOs and stuff. I do have to power through this Amoonguss eventually, and not taunting it was a big mistake. But yeah, now I get to close combat, and I get to Fake Out. And I haven't Terra'd yet either. So I do have a Terra Fire, I believe, on this guy. Okay, so switching it out. Into Torkoal, which might just die, honestly. And there's close combat doing big damage. Not big enough, apparently. I do have Headlong Rush, which should do a lot, and he doesn't know about my... and the Amoonguss wakes up, and it goes for a Spore, I guess, but he still doesn't know that I have a cool item. So I'm going to try to start chipping away at this. Hold up, what is my Terra type? I sent it to him, so I'm going to open it up. But I believe I'm Terra Fire on this guy. No, I'm Terra Steel. Okay, sure. So we're going to Headlong Rush, and we're going to Spirit Break. There's a Flamethrower, so he's actually Turbo. That's really bad. That is super fast. That is too fast. How's he faster than my... That has to be Scarf. That's Scarf Torkoal, right? That has to be Scarf Torkoal. That's the only explanation. Because I am max speed Adamant, and max speed timid Torkoal will not outspeed. So he has to be Scarf Coal, which is very funny. Which it is very funny. So now we have to go for Aqua Jet. He could just redirect it. So maybe we just have to... We Terra Grass. We Terra Steel. But he is locked in. So we're just going to Sing this guy and Spirit Break because we ignore redirection that way. Or we Aqua Jet and Spirit Break it. I think that's probably better. No, I need to get some momentum going if I can. So we're going to Sing, and we're going to Parting Spirit Break. I think we just have to call the turn right. I do think he just Rage Powders here. This is also... it's not great, but if I hit the Sing, I might be okay. There's a Garganackle, so I don't actually hit the Sing. I need to deal with the rest of the team. That's not that big damage. That's fine. I need to deal with the rest of the team and then Perish through with Azu, and then also the Garganackle is slower than me, so I think I just lose it. Yeah, okay. So I can't win this because I can never kill the Garg, and even if I Perish it, then I'm going to be slower because I don't have a Mon advantage. Yeah, if I Thunder Wave on Grim, I could have maybe gotten away with it because I get a Thunder Wave, but even then, not going to do it. He got me with the Weakness Policy. Yeah, okay. So this game is over. I can't actually ever kill the Garganackle. That's what I'm saying. Garganackle is the scariest mon in this format. I think it's my first game loss in this tournament. I think I 2-0'd everyone so far. So that's good. You know, honestly, probably for the better that we have that I don't I'm playing against good players. Rowan's really good at Pokemon. You know, I don't want to. I hyped up Marcus a lot, and then I kind of stomped it. So I'm hyping up Rowan too, but he's putting on a show as well. Yeah, of course I'll link to his YouTube in the description as per usual. Okay. So maybe the King Gambit kind of got us. He kind of boomed us. He hasn't brought Grimmsnarl yet. And Grimmsnarl and Garganackle are the two things that make me scared to perish. Scared to perish. So what I can do is I can just Terra Fairy taunt Perish Song turn 1. Can I do that? I probably can. Yeah, why not? Fuck it. Hariyama's been clutch. Amoonguss would have been really good. I think Grimmsnarl was kind of mediocre, especially now that he knows about the item. Amoonguss's Pollen Puffs would have been really handy. Rage Powders would have been really handy. Again, especially now that we know about the item on the King Gambit. It is Terra Grass, so I guess it can get around a redirection, but that's okay. I believe in the Perish mode. I think the Perish mode is going to get us there. I think triple fake out We brought double fake out, right? Goth, Hariyama. Yeah, okay. So we should. I think we're okay. Like worst case, the Garganackle does lose to the Hariyama if we keep it alive. We got caught off guard by a couple different things. We got caught off guard by the Scarf Torkoal. Scarf Torkoal is really good because it can't protect and it doesn't do a ton of damage to our Pokemon. I don't think. So here's the Grimmsnarl. You know, just exactly as I say. I really hope we don't have to deal with Grimmsnarl. Now here it is. So I do get to taunt it. Bake it out. He can parting shot, but I think I'm just going to taunt and perish. How does this work? Taunt lasts for 3 turns. Perish song lasts for 3 turns. So I should be okay. I think that's how it works. I think that's how it works. And Gothorita's bulky. Gothorita's fat. He doesn't know that I'm Cover Cloak. That's okay. Cool. Here's the Perish Song. Here's the Hyper Voice. Three. I should know how taunt works. I've been playing VGC too long to not know how taunt works. Yeah, okay. So now I can protect, and I can go into Hariyama, and then I can fake out and attack, and then I can protect, or switch out protect. Is that what I'm doing? Yeah. So we're going to protect, go into Hariyama. We can actually fake out Heal Pulse, which is kind of nice. I don't think he ever Energy Balls. He might Spirit Break the Azu, but I don't think he ever Energy Balls here. There's a Spirit Break, so that's not great. That's damage. That's big damage. That might actually KO. That'd be really bad. Oh, that's not good at all. Okay, no, this is doable. Because I have to go Amoonguss here. And then I want to protect Rage Powder. Is that a weird... I guess that's probably fine, right? Like, Heal Pulse is not doing very much. Heal Pulse is healing off the... Is Arboliva going first? I think it is. Sure, let's do that. Rage Powder, Heal Pulse. Not Goggles, that's good. Okay, so it is slower than the Arboliva. Goth takes some damage. Grim is down to 1. I think it has another taunt turn as well. It does, yeah, okay. So now we can switch out Goth into Azu, which is taking 1,000,000. Hold up. If we switch to Azu and we lose the Azu, we're fucked. Hold up. What's the speed stats here? Nothing. Nothing. That's nothing that doesn't make anything. This is fine. I do just need to... I don't know why I protect it. It doesn't actually matter, but... I really needed the Azu to not die. And I think that... I don't know my Arboliva stats very well. If Arboliva... Oh, that did so much. Wait, did I not get a Protect off on Amoonguss? What did I do with Amoonguss? What? Oh, shit. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, I thought I protected. Okay, no big deal, no big deal. We might have to hit a Sing. But I thought I protected with that guy. Oh my god, that's awful. Did I time out again? What happened? At least I did know my speed tiers correctly. I was not supposed to find out, but I did know that that the Arbolivo would outspeed. So here's Garganackle. That's good. Sort of. Azu. Torkoal. And Torkoal is faster. So, I can Perish Song and Protect. Here's the thing. I need to keep Amoonguss alive. If Amoonguss dies, I die. Amoonguss is Terra Water, but that just means it takes more damage from this Rage dude. This is throwing. This is absolutely throwing. I'm realizing it as I click it that I needed to Pollen Puff. Or Terra Water Pollen Puff. He can still throw though. He can still target that guy. Damn, that misclick is just going to cost me, huh? We're gonna Sing and we're going to Terra Water Pollen Puff. And he's going to target the I said Terrifier. He might just KO the Azu. Yeah, not protecting and not knowing not realizing that Hariyama was just going to go down was costly. I think we're taking the L here. I think he's just taking 2 KOs. We'll see. We'll see. If Azu lives, and I believe in Azu, and Amoonguss lives, and he targets the Azu with the Salt Cure, then we get a double protect, then we win. That's the out. I need 2 lives here. Nope. All right. Good games, Rowan. Yeah, I got by that Torkoal. That Torkoal set was crazy. The King Gambit was crazy. Yeah, he built really well for this format, and he brought the Grimmsnarl correctly, which really threw me off game 3. I think that made it so much harder. And the misclick was very annoying too. But yeah, no, I think that it was. I'm not even sure if I could pull that off with without the misclick. Just like that Torkoal did so much damage to my back mons. Yeah. I really just thought he was not going to bring Grimmsnarl. He didn't bring it in game 1 and 2, and I guess that was a good adjustment on his part. But yeah, good games to Rowan. I'm going to link his channel in the description. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the Malamar games. I'm really excited to keep putting these out because all these weeks have been super fun. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Again, go follow Rowan. He's a newer YouTuber, but he's making excellent content. Just released his day 2 Charlotte team report. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you all later.